Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Sales Corner brought to you by Tracker. I'm Freddie, Director of Strategic Accounts at Tracker, and if you're watching this, you probably work in sales, which means you've probably asked Google, how do I get prospects to respond to me? And the great news is that you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to dive into the top 10 ways to personalize your sales outreach. That's right, y'all, because nothing says, I don't care about you, potential client, like copying and pasting the same email you sent to 50 other people. But don't worry, we've got you covered. And if you enjoy this insightful breakdown of how to not sound like a robot in your sales outreach, make sure you follow Tracker on LinkedIn and check out our latest blog posts and industry insights on the website. Okay, so if you're still watching at this point, you've probably really got a quota to hit, and I respect that. So you might not have a lot of time. So we're going to dive in deep today, and by the end of this list, your emails will be so personal. Prospects prospects might actually invite you to their family cookouts, might ask you on a date, but at the very least, maybe they'll stop ignoring you. So there's a couple ideas that I have that didn't quite make the top 10. So here's numbers 15 through 11 just to get you started. All right, coming in at number 15, be sure to use humor to break the ice. Let's face it, no one remembers the person that sent the just following up email, but they'll never forget the ones who made them laugh during a pitch. Just make sure it's a joke that lands because nothing kills a deal faster than a punchline that falls flat. Just be sure to keep it workplace appropriate. At number 14, send them a handwritten note. Look, in a world of spam filters, a handwritten note is basically a unicorn. Rare, magical, and guaranteed to get some attention. All right, number 13, mention some recent press coverage or some recent company news because if they just got quoted in Forbes, you better believe they want to be reminded about how important they are. And number 12, offer to evaluate their current processes. Not only do you position yourself as a thought leader, offering to clean it up not only makes you the hero that they didn't know they needed, but it also gives you a backstage pass to their industry challenges. So you walk away a little smarter while they pretend they've had it all under control the whole time, all while you get that sweet, sweet commission check. At number 11, make sure to take advantage of your mutual connections because nothing says trust me like name dropping a LinkedIn connection who you also never actually met in real life. But in seriousness, there are all kinds of stats out there about how warm introductions actually turn into real business. All right, coming in at number 10, use AI platforms like ChatGPT to formulate messaging that's personalized. Let's be honest, personalized emails all day is enough to make you want to consider changing jobs or at least take a nap. But that's where platforms like ChatGPT come in. Instead of staring at your screen trying to think of yet another clever way of saying just following up, let AI take the reins. Tools like ChatGPT can help you craft personalized messages that actually sound like humans wrote them without the 30-minute mental breakdown that usually precedes hitting send. And here's the magic. These platforms can pull in details like industry trends, company news, or job titles and help you write something that doesn't feel like a copy paste job. Use it to come up with clever intros, tailor your message to the recipient, or even add a bit of humor to stand out in the sea of generic outreach. It's like having a personal assistant who never gets tired and always knows the right thing to say, except this assistant won't ask you for vacation days. So go ahead, let AI do the grunt work and save yourself some brain power. I hope soon to do a video on setting up custom GPTs. All right, coming in at number 9 is event follow ups. It is absolutely critical to follow up after an event. and keep that relationship warm. Remember that conference where you pretended to care about 50 different booths? Yeah, so did I. How do we turn that awkward swag bag moment into a real conversation? Because nothing bonds people faster than both stealing free portable chargers and knockoff logoed Yeti coolers. All right, coming in at number 8, congratulate them when they get promoted. Congratulations on the promotion. Now you get to deal with the same problems at a higher salary and still no extra budget. Am I right? But seriously, new roles are new opportunities for you. Let's cash in while they're still figuring out how to delegate everything and they're still in disruption mode. All right, coming in at number 7, use their competition to your advantage. These people are trying to hit goals too. Salespeople are not unique to that. Hey, I'm not saying you should copy what your competitor's doing, but let's just say they've been using Tracker and crushing it. No pressure though. You can keep trying to reinvent the wheel while they're already driving off in a Ferrari. Now, I'm not saying to throw their competition in their face because they don't need to be reminded of it. Kelly Rowland does know who Beyonce is, but make it clear that the other company is seeing success and relate it back to your solution so they get a bit of fear of missing out while you dangle the band aid right in front of them. All right, coming in at number 6 is use a case study from a similar company. Hey, I get it. Every company thinks they're unique, but at the core of your industry, every company's not as special as they'd like to think they are. And I mean that in the best way possible. Here's another good company, similar to yours, who avoided falling into the same black hole you're in. Sometimes it's good to remind them that they're not the first person going to the moon and that you've got reliable transportation to get them there. Be sure to personalize the message when you send it too, because attachments on cookie cutter emails are a bit sus. All right, at number 5, offer to take them to coffee or lunch because honestly, nothing builds rapport faster than bribing someone with caffeine and carbs. Let's be honest, no one says no to free food or drinks, especially when it's a $6 latte and maybe a $20 rice bowl with a name fancier than your job title. But be careful. The real challenge is making sure the conversation doesn't devolve into just 45 minutes of awkward small talk and about the weather while you both pretend that the $20 cocktails were worth the hype. And a pro tip, if you can weave your sales pitch into all of this, you're basically a sales ninja. And worst case, you'll walk away with a solid caffeine buzz that you can expense. All right, number 4, be sure across every point in the sales cycle, not just at the beginning during outreach, is to address their pain points. As a staffing firm, you could reach out and say something like, "Hey, prospect, are you tired of your HR and recruiting team acting like they're on life support, constantly complaining? We feel your pain. There is nothing worse than watching your team try and pull off a miracle while they're understaffed, overwhelmed, and running on fumes. So let's cut the crap. If your recruiters are struggling to keep up, it's only a matter of time before your dev team stages a full on mutiny, demanding backup before they all jump ship and leave you with nothing but empty Microsoft Teams channels." Here's the deal though, acknowledging the pain is just the first step. What really seals the deal is showing them that you're not just here to sympathize, you're the one with the cure. If you're a staffing company, highlight what these places typically struggle with: poor quality candidates, time to fill, etc. The key here is to stop dancing around their frustrations and get right to the heart of it. We see the problem, and here's exactly how we're going to fix it before it turns into a full blown disaster. And some more advice, get specific. Don't just say we'll help you improve hiring. Nobody buys that anymore. Instead, try something like, we'll reduce your time to hire by 30% so your devs don't have to code while juggling 5 other roles. Show them you know their pain down to the details. And then hit them with how your solution takes that pain and turns it into a win. And another bonus tip, tailor your approach to their industry. Understand that their team's unique pressure points, whether it's keeping engineers from fleeing, avoiding burnout in sales, or finding a way to recruit faster in a market where talent is scarce. Remember, nothing says we get it or we get you like hitting them right where it hurts and then offering the painkillers. Your goal, to make them see you as the person who's not only here to help, but the one that they can't live without once they've tasted that sweet, sweet relief of a functional recruitment process. All right, at number three, talk about their goals. You're trying to increase hiring this quarter? Well, that's ambitious. Good for you. But let's be real. If your current staffing firm or HR team was capable, you wouldn't still be reading this message, would you? You'd be out there making placements and not searching for solutions. Here's the deal, though. The goal isn't to just talk about increasing the number of candidates, it's to relay on that you actually make it happen. Their goals, whether it's hitting quotas, making deadlines, or just ramping up headcount, are doable, but not if their current methods are stuck in the past or understaffed themselves. Make sure you seem like the only option. When you talk to their goals, don't just say, well, we'll help you get more contractors faster. Instead, dig deeper. We could probably find you 8 to 12 solid Java developers this quarter, maybe even quicker, so you can hit target without burning the rest of your team out, which you are currently doing. Oh, and while we're doing it, we're going to be responsive and not spam you to death either. Give them a roadmap that actually solves the problem their current setup pretends to fix. That increase in headcount isn't going to happen on hope alone, but with the right solution, it's not just realistic, it's a done deal. All right, guys, getting close. Number two is one of my personal favorites and a strategy I'll use often is to send personalized email videos. Look, I could have sent you another boring email, but I figured a video would at least show you that I care enough to make eye contact. And let's face it, your inbox is basically the digital version of the Bermuda Triangle. A lot of emails don't make it out alive. So instead of sending yet just another just following up or just checking in or did you see my last email, use your pure personality to really land those deals. Video outreach does more than just get you noticed, it shows your prospect that you're actually willing to go the extra step. Plus it gives you a chance to infuse some personality into your pitch. You can communicate energy, enthusiasm, and let's be real, actually look like you give a damn. When your prospects see your face and not just a wall of text, it becomes harder for them to ignore you. After all, it's a lot easier to hit delete on an email than on a person who just made them laugh or smile on screen. And here's the kicker, videos let you personalize in ways that email alone won't. You can mention something specific about their company, their role, recent milestones, all while showing them that you're a real person who's actually paying attention and understands their business. You can also get bonus points if you manage to not look like a sleep deprived robot reading from a script. Keep it real, keep it short, keep it natural, and most importantly, make them feel like they're the only person you're talking to, even though we know you've got about 15 more videos to record before you leave for the day. Trust me, this approach sets you apart from the sea of lifeless email templates out there. And a pro tip I like to use is I like to put a whiteboard up with their name. Sometimes I'll flip it upside down so it's kind of funny. And tools like Vidyard are great for this. And if you're a tracker customer, you can use our built in video email tool and pair it with automation. So, just a couple quick tips on video email. All right, and here we go. The number one way is to stroke their ego by mentioning a specific award or achievement or accomplishment that they have. So you could say Mr. or Miss prospect. Congrats on that top innovator award. Seriously, that's impressive. It probably took a lot of hard work, sleepless nights, and more teams meetings than anyone deserves. But hey, let's not let off the gas. Now the real challenge begins, staying on top. And believe you me, it's going to be pretty tough to keep that innovator title when your current solution is about as cutting edge as a floppy disk in 2024. But here's the thing, flattery is only going to get you so far. Recognizing their achievement is key because let's be real, everyone likes a little ego boost now and then. If you bring up my old Little League stats, I'm all ears. But what really matters is positioning yourself as the one that can help them keep that momentum. They've worked hard to get where they are, and now they're probably wondering how to maintain that success without getting stuck in a system that's lagging behind more than they knew before. So, after you congratulate them on their award, shift the conversation to the future. How do you keep that shiny new title next year? What's the game plan for staying ahead of the curve when your competition is breathing down your neck? That's where you come in, offering a solution that not only keeps them at the forefront, but ensures their competition is left wondering what magic they've got up their sleeves. They've got ambition, the accolades, and let's face it, a bit of an ego, and maybe rightfully so. But your job is to make sure that ego stays intact by offering the tools they need to keep winning. Because at the end of the day, nothing says, I see your success and I raise you a future full of even bigger wins, like a solution that keeps them from being a one hit wonder. All right, there you go, guys. That's our list. And I've got a couple pro tips here. Try combining some of these strategies across multiple reach outs and try to understand their communication style, which I hope to create a video on soon. So that's how you keep it personal and interesting enough to stand out.